Good afternoon from here in Indiana. It is 12:05. I got started a little bit early and I'm not hearing any audio. Why am I not hearing any audio? Wonderful. Shows I'm streaming. I see myself. I'm waving. Hello. See what the delay is. A little bit of a delay this morning. That is not good. According to the mixer, I am loud and clear. Oh, wait a minute. I know why. Because I muted my system's audio. Yeah, now I have audio. So I have audio. I have the Doug Betts audio confirmation. So I'm going to mute YouTube. Oh gosh, how do I want to do this morning? Well, as you can see right now, I have Stream Deck up and running. And I was going to demonstrate one thing with it, and that is when I push the Davinci Resolve button on here, it's so that I can edit it down here. Now, I'm going to demonstrate something here. If I draw, oh, I turned it off. I already had it running. I'm going to turn it back on. And I'm going to bring this over. Just passing through, walking the mile, just passing through. Now, I'm going to draw a line. Well, no, I'm not. So I'm going to click on this again. I'm going to activate the doggone line. And then we're going to hopefully draw a line. And we're still not drawing a line. Why did I want this to go? Oh, I guess we did draw a line. What the heck? Now we're not drawing a line. So let me kill that. And that is Tony Wallow giving me a thumbs up. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate that. So what are we doing this morning? Well, if I click right here, then nothing happens. So I'm going to click on this, and a box is going to appear down here. It's rather laggy right now, and I'm not sure why. So now I can click here, and the box will come up there, and my box is a little off, but this is so I can edit this. So now I'm going to press Davinci Resolve on the Stream Deck itself, and you don't see anything other than the hourglass comes up, and so does Davinci Resolve. So let's get rid of the boxes. We don't need them, and let's get rid of Stream Deck. I don't need it. I just kind of wanted to point that out. Tony Wallace says, good afternoon. Thank you, Tony. Good morning to you. I know it's barely past 9 o'clock in your neck of the woods, and I know that because I have over here my multiple clocks. It shows me in Pacific Daylight Time. It is 9 minutes after 9 on the West Coast. And of course, I pretty much keep that running all the time, so I don't have to resize the window or reposition the window or anything that has anything to do with anything in Zoom for the nightly stream. So what do we want to do? I watched a video this morning and I thought, well, I've done that a different way. And I wanted to compare the way that the guy was showing versus the way I was showing. And I came across something. So I've got to remember, I think I was in this one right here. So I'm going to open that up. In fact, I know it was in that one right there because that's the next one that's not says untitled project. Therefore, it was my last project. So this is sort of kind of what I want because it's already showing the effect I want to show. So I'm going to get out of this by clicking on the home button down here, right here, and I can magnify that and show you that. I'm going to click on this home button right here, and that'll take me back to where I want to be. Get rid of the magnifier. So I want to open a new project. Again, I'm going to click on the magnifier and I'm going to click on new project, and it's going to open me up a new project box. Now I need to hotkey those in somewhere, and you can see down here it says F11. So why did that not open me a new project number 10? No, I'm going to actually title this one, and this one's going to be called Multiple Time lines. And we're going to create it right here. F10 doesn't do anything. F11. Man, my system is just so laggy right now. I don't know what's going on with that. So we'll go ahead and create that. No idea what's going on. Now I have a new timeline. So of course, you know, you need media and you need whatever you're going to do and this, that, and the other. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go grab the media for, now this says multiple timelines. I don't want, I got to, yeah, I'm going to have to take these off. The lights are bothering me a little bit, but I can't see this. So I want to only have I'm not sure what it just did. Probably saved this. I only want a single timeline. So I don't want to create a new one yet. Because that's what I'm going to demonstrate. You can have multiple timelines. I only want a single timeline, and I don't see how I can change it back to a singular. So let's just continue to march. Let's get this. Let's see if we can do something here. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to go grab some storage. I need to know. Oh boy. Well, I know where it's at. I'm going to go over here to my D drive. I was looking at music last night. It always goes to the last one. Hello, Josh Kinder, Fortnite channel. And I'm going to go just into my D drive, into Davinci, into completed projects. And then, boy, I don't remember where or what I called that. So give me a second to find it. It is, I think, down here. No, it's not. That is not what I want. I want to find... I didn't prepare for this, by the way. I was doing something. I thought, man, this is really cool. And I wanted to demonstrate. You know what? Let me just not take up all day to do this. So I'm going to go back to home. And multiple timelines is fine. I'm going to just double click on this one and open a new one. Good to see Tony and Josh. Good to see someone joining me. So, what was I doing today? Well, I was reviewing something over here to see how I did something. Let's see how I made this Ken's rambling, and I noticed nothing matches up. That's fine. I'll get better at this, I promise. But then when I got over here, I like this. This is actually conductive to something I wrote down to do last night in Davinci for the stream. So I know you can work with multiple timelines. So what I did is I came over here and I highlighted it, right click, copied it. I'm going to go ahead and open a third timeline by going up here to File, clicking on New Timeline right here. And it's going to open up a new timeline. And I'm just going to call it timeline number 3 for now. And everything's fine. I want one video track, one audio track. I think I can add to it. We'll find out. And I want an empty timeline. So we're going to create it. And lo and behold, I have timeline number 3. It brings over my media from where I was working. But that's not what's important. I'm going to come down here in this area. I'm going to Control V. And look. I can copy and paste from timeline to timeline, and it works. That is so cool. You can actually work multiple timelines at one time. And I have no idea how many multiple timelines are. I really don't. I don't need the video playing or the audio playing, so I'm not going to play it. This is great. Hi, Bobby. Bobby Warren joins us in the chat. I do glance at chat from time to time. I don't have it popped out right yet. So, again, this is scary that I remember this from memory. Now, I've got to figure out how to delete the timelines because, honestly, I don't need this project to have 3 timelines. So, if I go into timeline number 3, I wonder if I right click. No, you cannot right click. I wonder if you go to File and you got New Timeline. I don't see delete in there anywhere. Choose current timeline. So I'm just going to choose that. And that takes me back to the original timeline, it looks like. Let me see if I can still select the time. Oh, I can. I still have the ability. That took me back to the beginning. That's cool. Okay, again, Bobby, we're my channel, both Davinci Resolve and Ken Stout Live. Your guys' personal problems needs to stay personal. So I'm removing that comment, and hopefully you're grasping what I'm trying to tell you, because if not, I very painfully will have to remove you from both channels. Okay, if you want to discuss it privately, I have no issues with that. Join Zoom and discuss it. Send me an email and discuss it. We're not discussing it over live YouTube. I'm very sorry about that, but as I've been told, my channel, my rules. I hope you understand. So, what does all this lead to? This leads to someone made a comment last night in the after stream Zoom about, darn it, I didn't get the memo. Well, I'm going to create the memo for the streams moving forward. I just haven't formulated in my mind how I want to do that. I think instead of it saying that's all, folks, I think what I want to do is the next broadcast will be Davinci Resolve at whatever time. The next broadcast will be Ken Stout Live at whatever time. I really haven't thought through how I want to do that, other than I want to do that. And then when I came across this, I thought this was pretty cool. I wanted to work on that. So I'm gonna check something out here. I'm gonna highlight that. I'm gonna go into Zoom and I'm going to zoom this baby. There we go. Let's make it just massively super large to cover the screen. And then if we go back to the beginning, then that shows that. Now I don't have the mouse click hotkeyed yet, so I'm going to unclick that. That gets rid of the mouse key. I noticed this morning, I'm going to bring this over. I noticed this morning when I was messing around. Now, the cool thing about my show, you never know where it's going to go. If I turn off live draw and I have the keystroke, so if I hit F1, F1 shows up down here, and now the live draw should be hot, and it brings up the secondary menu so that you can, I didn't want that to happen. It is in there somewhere. Where is it at? Well, I happen to know it's just behind here. So I'm going to bring it over here. This is probably going to go away too. It didn't. Amazing. So I happen to know if you hit F1, everything goes away. You hit F1 again, the sub menu comes up. And I'm going to bring it over. So I'm going to go practice. Nope, that didn't work. In order for this to work, this button has to be on. So it's off, and now it's on. If I draw a line, I get a line. So this morning, I was messing around with these right here. I've not watched Brian's tutorial yet. I need to, but I haven't watched it yet. So I'm going to kill those, and I'm going to work with these and get a little bit above it. I'm going to turn it off so I can work. So live draw is on. Now I can click on show spotlight and live draw stays on. Live draw goes off. So I'm going to turn off the spotlight. I'm going to turn on mouse click, live zoom, and show spotlight. And you can do all four at one time. When you do live draw, you can't do but I think two, I figured out. So if I hit live draw right now, oh, spotlight goes away. That's fine. So now if I come over here and grab my little sub, I don't know what it's called. I'm going to turn it off, turn it on, and I'm just going to draw a line across here, and it works. And the magnifier is what I want to use the magnifier for is I want to figure out how to dock it or anchor it over my inspector. And I want to figure out how to resize the box, and I haven't been able to do that yet. I think it can be done, but I haven't figured out how to do that yet. That way, with it docked, you can move it. So if I wanted to, I can move this down to the lower left-hand corner, and then anything I do will show up in that area. So for example, if I wanted to say, okay, we're going to now zoom the picture by going to the zoom, and we're going to zoom it down, except I can't do that because live draw is active because of this right here. So if I turn this off, then I can come back over here and you'll see it drew a blue line in there. But now I can change, well, make a liar out of me. So I'm going to get rid of the line, go back over here, and I can change the size, the position, although it's not changing. So I'm not real sure what I'm doing. I'm going to put that back over there. I mean, I know what I'm doing. I'm not sure what this is doing. I'm going to turn off the magnifier. Not by using the spotlight, I'm not. F11. So apparently I had nothing on. Put that on, F11. Come back over here. Now, I have this where I want it. If I could anchor it with when I move the mouse, it doesn't move, that'd be cool. So when I change this now, you can see the box is moving as well as this is zooming how I want it. It's kind of neat. I do have to learn it. And I want that to be about, I want just the edge touching right there. And then I can reposition it like this. I can unlink it right here so that now if I use the Y, I can make it oblong so you can see the whole thing. And don't necessarily know that I want that. So I'm going to double click on the Y, and that'll put the Y back to where it was at. At least it should have. If I hit the go back button or the return button, it takes it back, takes everything back, links it back up. So I'm going to bring this back up a little bit. I'm going to go about right there. So I'm going to turn that off. I don't want that. Now I'm going to hit play. And that's good. Bobby Warren's got a 2 weeks break. He's going to go see the movies, and he's going to go see Mario Brothers. Has no appeal to me whatsoever. My grandchildren are too young to enjoy something like that. So I have no desire whatsoever to see that at this point in time. Now, when the grad kids get old and they want to see it, or my son says, hey, can you take the kids to see it? Sure, I'll take it. Take them. But as far as me personally goes, I have no interest at all. Played the game with the kids, my kids when they were younger. That's it. So we're going to review or rehash, and I haven't been 12, so 19 minutes. So you can do multiple timelines. All right, now I'm on timeline number 3. It shows you right here, timeline number 3. And again, the zoom spotlight that I like is you can zoom it in as tight as you want, or you can make it as large as you want. And my original timeline was timeline number 1, which has a whole bunch of stuff in it that somehow is way off sequence, and I'm not sure why. And I was explaining the Sword Soft mouse track, or trying to. Yeah, Sword Soft, spelled correctly, by the way. Thank you, Doug. Mousetrack demo presented by me. So basically that's it. I'm going to sit here today and I'm going to try to figure out on my own how to delete timelines. You know what? I think I know how to delete timelines. I'm going to give this a shot. if I come over here to right here, let me spotlight that. If I come over here to right here and I click on timeline number 3 and hit backspace, and it says delete selected timeline. Yeah, I don't want it. It's just practice. It's just for me to learn. Oh, look, it's gone away and I'm back to timeline number 2. So I'm going to come up here to timeline number 2, click on it, hit backspace, and again, do I want to delete the selected timeline? Well, I know I'm on number 2. Yes, I do. It is gone. So now I'm back to turning off the spotlight by the hotkey, back to my original timeline. There are no other timelines in here. Timeline number 1 is all I have. Awesome. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to continue to work in Davinci today. Actually, I'm going to shut everything down, restart the machine, which is going to throw me off on Windows Latter-day live Saturday, April 22nd, 2023. Viewers choose topic on Doug's channel because I was second today by about 10 minutes. And I jokingly said something about I was second by about 10 minutes. I'm so turning into Greg G. Can't give his last name. I don't want to upset him. So, thank you for watching. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Bobby. Bobby, I sure hope you understand. I sure hope you come back. The more people you can subscribe, the merrier. I do want to get to 400 subscribers on this channel by the end of the year, which we're coming up on May 1st. So we got about 7 months to do that. And when I say we, I mean myself and the community and the homies. I know you guys tried your best by reposting the link to my channel and talking to people and getting them to come and see us, which is good. I appreciate it. Is there anything else I want to cover this morning? I can't think that there is. I don't have a redirect to Doug because obviously I don't have 1,000 subscribers. I only have 262. Kind of stuck on that number, which is fine. Don't misunderstand me. As much as it sounds like I'm complaining, I'm not. I think it's wonderful. I have 262 subscribers. So I'll see you guys this afternoon in about 2 hours, hour and a half on Doug's. It says right here 91 minutes, as a matter of fact. And I'm going to love, once I figure this thing out, I'm going to love this new plugin that Brian taught me or showed me. So goodbye. I'll see you at Doug's. Tonight stream, for anyone that's watching, will be at 9 o'clock. My time, which is Indiana time. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was useful. I hope maybe somebody got something out of it. If nothing else, I hope it was entertaining. And I'm going to continue to try to improve my channel. I'm shutting up. Bye. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Stop stream. Did this stop the stream? Sometimes it do, sometimes it don't. I don't have any